Before we preview each of these bowl games, we have started a 2025 S&D 50 Bowl Challenge. The link to fill this out is in the description of this video. We will close entries on 12/19, but it's simple. Free to enter. Enter in who you think is going to win. Whoever gets the most games right, we will send you a $50 Amazon gift card. Our first bowl of the week happens to also be the Sicko Bowl of the week with a rating differential of 9.6.
I'm pretty stoked about this because I feel like ODU has been overlooked by the national media at large. This is an Old Dominion team that held Indiana to, I want to say, a one-score game or like a 10 or 14-point game against an Indiana team on the road. Old Dominion hasn't been tested a ton, but I think that Old Dominion has a lot that they can prove in this matchup against South Florida.
It's two teams, like you said. Old Dominion has been overlooked. South Florida has been overhyped by the national media. The only disappointing part about this matchup is both starting quarterbacks will not be playing, which is a big factor.
South Florida will also be without their head coach. It is marked as the Sicko Bowl of the week, and we have to be very careful when looking at these games. We will say it now, and we say it forever. These ratings are not predictive. They do not look at who is playing at quarterback. It does not look at who's coaching now.
This is not a predictive model, but the resumes of these two teams are quite similar overall.
All right, Jacob, we'll give you the honors. Who do you have winning this game?
Old Dominion. The overlooked team is going to come out and they're going to be firing even without their starting QB.
I've actually got South Florida in this one. I think that they have a lot of talent. I really like Old Dominion, but I think the American feels like as a conference, they've got a lot to prove. They lost some marquee coaches. They're still the cream of the crop when it comes to G5 conferences.
My pick, Old Dominion, because they have their head coach. That matters. From our most competitive bowl game of the week to one of our least competitive bowl games of the week. With a rating differential of 869 points, we have the 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile, Alabama.
I'll be straight up, I have not watched a lot of the Louisiana Ragin' Cajun football this year, but look, number 53, they are on the brink of cracking the top 50. You got Delaware 6-6 as well at number 118. Delaware with a win against UConn. An impressive win. I think Delaware's been a team that's been up and down. And so it's just a matter of fact which Delaware team comes out, the one that beat UConn or the one that lost to Sam Houston.
And let's not forget that this Delaware team, it is their first year in the FBS. They only got into this bowl game because there weren't enough bowl eligible teams this year.
Jacob,
do you have to even ask? The Delaware Fighting Blue Hens all the way. I think it's the team that beat UConn that comes out in this game.
I am right there with you. I think Delaware is eager for this bowl game in a way that a lot of other teams won't be. I've got the Blue Hens winning what effectively amounts to a road game.
I'm going Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. I watched that entire Arkansas State game when it was the Sicko game of the week. This Louisiana team does not go away. The Xbox Bowl. Speaking of those Arkansas State Red Wolves, here they are playing Missouri State in their first ever bowl game.
Every single player gets given an Xbox, and I watched that. I watched that moment when the players got given an Xbox, and I literally saw two Missouri State players stand up, hug each other, and jump up and down screaming for joy as they were about to receive their Xbox. Once again, give me the first year FBS team, Missouri State Bears. They're going to come out. They're playing hungry. I think Arkansas State has won a lot of close games by the skin of their teeth. So give me Missouri State all day on this.
Give me the Fighting Joneses of Jonesboro. I like the Arkansas State Red Wolves to win this game.
I have Missouri State winning this game. If it's a battle of who wants it more, Missouri State, first time, let's go. From one darling to the next, in the Myrtle Beach Bowl with a rating differential of 13.6, we have the battle of two conference champions. We love both these teams, but we especially love the Fighting Planks.
It's crazy that this isn't the sicko game of the week. I think this is one of the best bowl games of the whole slate right here. Who doesn't want to see one conference champion versus another conference champion?
Could be a playoff game down the road.
Give me the Western Michigan Broncos. I think the MAC is going to flex on Conference USA.
Taking the Planks. I like Kennesaw State. I think they've had an incredible turnaround this year, and I think that they will keep on planking.
Give me the Western Michigan Broncos. It breaks my heart to say so, but Brock Lowry is a monster. In the Gasparilla Bowl, we have number 64 Memphis playing number 46 NC State with a rating differential of 199 rating points.
You know, this game feels like a tale of two teams. Memphis was on the rise through the start of the year, and they have cratered. They are right near their season low in both rank and rating. NC State, meanwhile, had a rough patch in the middle of the season and has slowly clawed their way back up.
I would argue that Memphis upgraded their coach by bringing in
Ooh.
Charles Huff from Southern Miss.
Spicy.
If you guys remember, I was high on NC State to start the year, especially after they beat Virginia. They had that rough slump, like you said, Spencer, but I am high on them again. Give me NC State all day in this matchup.
Yeah, you know, Jacob, I think the only team you were higher on than NC State in the ACC was Cal.
Yes, you're right. I was rooting for an NC State Cal ACC championship game. That was my dream.
But I agree with your take. I think the Wolfpack wins it here.
It's a clean sweep. Give me the Wolfpack. Continuity at coach matters. Our final non-playoff bowl game that we're going to pick today is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise, Idaho.
So this is a preview of a conference matchup that will take place next year. So two future conference opponents. Give me Utah State. They got a senior quarterback in Bryson Barnes, who's very experienced, a former Utah Ute who transferred over to Utah State. I don't think they let this one slip away. Aggies will win this one.
I'll take the Cougars. I think that they have played a lot of really good football this year. That 6-6 was very close to being an incredibly impressive 9-3. I'm thinking about Ole Miss and Virginia in particular. Give me Washington State.
I would love to pick Utah State, but I would watch the UNLV and Boise State games for Utah State, so give me Washington State.